that we've got Dr. Jen Myers live on Facebook. She's on Zoom. And we've got Mike Allen saying Vegas with about 40 exclamation marks, and thrilled about that. So thank you so much, everybody, for taking just a few minutes to educate yourself, to invest in yourself and your health. And this is what we're about, is this new incredible cutting edge movement with DNA. And we get to hear all about it and the benefits from our very own Dr. Jen Myers. So we're going to be starting that here in just a little bit. Hey, Kristen, how you doing from Scottsdale, Vegas? And we are live on Facebook right now. I'm just going to go refresh my feed to make sure I can start saying hi to all of my Facebook friends that are saying hello right now. So let's go ahead and check this out. Make sure we are live. We are officially live right now on Facebook. Thank you. Welcome, Facebook family. I'll turn my volume down, and we'd love to see you interact with us out there. Give us some hearts, give us some likes. And who else would be? Thank you, Karen. I appreciate the birthday wishes. You're not supposed to know this. Hello. Right? They say, you know, the body doesn't know its chronological age. It only acts its biological age. I am a firm believer in that. Heck, I'm going to the gym later today on my birthday. Can't wait to go hit the weights in the treadmill. So thank you so much. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
Greg, you must be turning 21 again. Then is
yeah,
that
again, man, we're recycling, right? We are recycling. So love it. Yep. You know, I feel fantastic. Why not? We're taking euphoria, you know, in our own custom nutrition. Why not feel great? And why aren't we treating this one body that we get just like precious gems? Right? It's the one we got, right, Jen?
You get one shot, right? I mean,
no kidding.
Why not when you take care of your body?
So why are we messing around? So to tell us about how to not only take care of it, but also how to improve it is our very own Dr. Jen Myers. Here she is. I'm going to zip it, and let's turn the time over so we can get every dang ounce of her brain shared with us today. Go ahead, Dr. Jen. Time's yours.
Thanks so much, Craig. Yeah, first off, let's everybody start by wishing this wonderful man a very, very, very happy birthday. Couldn't do this without him. He makes this look easy. And it's him, it's not me. He's an incredible asset and a credible part of this company. We love him dearly. He looks and acts like he's in his 20s. You gotta love it. So happy birthday, Craig. If I had control over what was being shown and going on with music and stuff, we'd have some happy birthday stuff going on. And I don't sing well, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. So, but hey, everybody, it's so good to see you. I know it's been a minute, right? And unfortunately, it's gonna be another minute after this one because of the holidays, which I hope you all are preparing for this holiday event, no matter what that means for you, and staying stress-free, because there's no sense in stressing over stuff like this, right? So anyway, let's dive right in. We've got a lot of ingredients to talk about today, guys, with this SNP. We go right down the list, and we are now officially at the EPHX1, which talks a lot about detoxification, right? Good time to kind of talk about it, right? So the EPHX1 gene actually supports the detoxification pathway of pollutants, right? Things that we are exposed to every single day. This can include car exhaust, pesticides, smoke from burning wood, smoke from cigarettes, unfortunately, or those yucky, nasty vapes. I was in Vegas and these kids are still vaping. I don't understand. Also things like alcohol, right? Industrial toxins and pollutants, things like that, stuff that we're constantly exposed to on a daily basis. That's what this gene and this SNP is going to help support. Okay, so its job is to produce this specific enzyme so our body can detoxify from these pollutants. There's so many what we call exogenous substrates or toxins and chemicals and carcinogens that this particular gene actually helps us detoxify from. It's quite powerful. So we've even seen and noted in evidence that it actually plays a really important role in organ-specific human physiology. What does that mean? That means that there are multiple systems and organs that are involved with this SNP, and that's why there's so many different ingredients, so that we can actually support that on every single level that we need to. Here's some interesting associations that kind of happen within this EPHX1 gene that we've actually noted in research. Couple things that it can do. Insulin and glucagon have an effect on the regulation and the expression of this SNP, right? So insulin, glucagon happens in the liver. We're going to talk a lot of liver stuff. In women, actually progesterone, one of our heavy hitters for our hormones, right? Our natural anti-inflammatories, was actually shown to regulate this this particular SNP's expression in the endometrium lining, right, of the uterus that happens during our menstrual cycle. Wow, right? Who knew that this gene had a lot to do with menses and stuff as well? Liver and the skin are the big two that have the highest amount of that EPHX1, this SNP's protein levels in it. So it expresses the most. What's the largest organ in our body, guys? Our skin. So when we detox, a lot of it comes out through our skin, and we all know liver, but we're going to talk about quite a few other organs that are associated not only with this SNP, but with also the detoxification pathway involved with this. So what does this all mean, right? That means that there are many, many, many systems involved in detoxification, especially when it comes to the EPHX1 variation or SNP that can actually be affected or involved. So we have to come in with a lot of ingredients needed to support this kind of extremely intricate biological process and all these different symptoms and systems that are involved within this variant. So let's get started without further ado, right? First and foremost, milk thistle. And I think that anybody who knows something about herbs, or even who has drank milk thistle tea, understands this is a huge heavy hitter when it comes to gallbladder and liver support. Milk thistle tea has been around for ancient years, especially milk thistle, the herb itself. This is a very natural herb with great antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Okay, so it's commonly used in medicine and also in traditional and folk medicine to detoxify the body and promote liver and gallbladder health. We know that that's a big association to milk thistle. It's actually considered one of the most common natural supplementations for liver disorders as well in the US here, and actually it has so many different health benefits as well, right? So some of the other benefits, it can include promoting healthy digestive function, right? So Craig has put some amazing pictures up here for me, so we'll run through what each of those means. So it actually helps with digestion and digestive function, increasing our bile production, right? Which is super important when it comes to being able to create those enzymes to break things down and to be able to digest them more efficiently, right? Decreasing inflammation. We know inflammation is a heavy hitter, especially when it comes to how our bodies and our biological systems can react. If we have a lot of inflammation, then we have a harder time being able to decrease these free radicals and oxidative stress and feel good. We have inflammation, we hurt, we don't feel good, right? We want to feel good all the time and feel young, like Craig says, all the time. It's all in how you feel, isn't that right? It also has a big thing when it comes to soothing what we call the mucosal membranes throughout the body. So what does that mean? Your sinuses, your skin, your lungs, your bladder, all those, your bowels, all those have mucosal linings. This gene helps detoxify from all those different symptoms. Isn't that crazy? And this herb helps support that. So there's many different potential benefits within milk thistle and this particular herb, of course, being most known for its natural liver support. It's also sometimes used to help treat liver disease. That's incredible, right? Things like cirrhosis, jaundice, hepatitis, and even gallbladder problems as well. So it's a great herb. Of course, we had to include it. Something else interesting, it's also known to help increase breast milk production. That's why you see the baby there with the breast milk. They actually had one study showing that certain extracts within milk thistle could increase daily milk production up to 86%. That's kind of huge. So anybody that knows anyone who's having some problems with that, drink some milk thistle tea. and that should help with that as well. So because it's actually also a great antioxidant, we know that antioxidants help decrease free radicals, oxidative stress, and slow down the aging process. We're going to talk a lot about age stuff here. So Craig knows he's taken the right stuff. Being though it's his birthday, he doesn't look a day over 30, which is awesome. I'm quite impressed. Anyway, I'm going to make this about him today. This also applies to not only the surface of our skin and what people see, but also our organs, right? So antioxidants help kind of protect our body from chronic disease. That's their job, to fight off these free radicals that we're constantly exposed to. Okay, so milk thistle is also noted to help with insulin resistance, right? That was another thing that we talked about with this SNP, and provides these healthy heart benefits by also being noted to lower cholesterol levels, kind of huge. Okay, so the actual component within this silymarin, it's a component within milk thistle, also helps protect against the depletion of what we call glutathione. What is glutathione? It's a master antioxidant, the master detoxifier in all of our cells. So the pathways we talk about in detoxification help support a healthy glutathione level. We need glutathione so we can naturally detox from these certain pollutants that we're constantly exposed to. So it's an extremely useful tool and ingredient to help us fight and prevent disease formation. So of course it's going to be in your product, right? Okay, so milk thistle. Next, I think we have like 5 or 6, so we're going to run through them. Next is green tea extract. Green tea, one of the most commonly known teas in the world. Everybody knows what green tea is, and if you don't, I can't even imagine anybody here doesn't. So green tea, right? So like the actual tea that you drink, green tea extract, which is what is used in the product, is of course another great source of antioxidants, right? So it's been accredited with, sorry guys for the beeping, many different broad source or broad range of health benefits, right? From promoting heart health, liver health, brain health, improving our skin, right? And even reducing the risk of cancer. And that's noted in research and studies. This is not my opinion, of course. So a lot of studies have actually shown that green tea extract actually increases the antioxidant capacity in our bodies, right? And protects us against these oxidative stressors and free radicals. That's noted in research. So that's great to know that, of course, that they are researching these herbs for one, which makes me happy, but also noted that it's actually in your product, which makes me even happier. So oxidative stress, of course, increases things like fat buildup in our body, right? And in our blood. So what we do, another component to green tea, everybody thinks of it as a weight loss product, and that's one of the many benefits. But actually what it does is it does help break down that fat buildup by being an antioxidant and helping decrease that oxidative stress and free radicals. And this fat buildup can actually promote inflammation in the arteries and can lead to high blood pressure as well. So fortunately for us, right, these oxidants in this green tea extract can actually help decrease inflammation and therefore help reduce high blood pressure as well. So everybody thinks of caffeine as increasing heart rate, increasing blood pressure, but this is a different source, guys. This is a natural source of caffeine. It's a very minuscule amount. It's not like drinking a soda, which please don't do that, or taking some sort of caffeine supplementation. It's way different. Okay, so this can also, with the weight loss, it can inhibit what we call this fat absorption in all of our cells and help reduce blood fat levels. Okay, so that's nice to know that we've got a lot of different plugs with all these different ingredients, these antioxidants within this green tea extract, especially one called EGCG, I have to say it slow, have been shown to protect the brain cells as well from oxidative stress. We used to think the brain was off limits, that nothing could cross the blood-brain barrier, and we've actually learned now that that's not the case. These toxins can get in there and affect how our brain functions, and we can be more predisposed to things like brain fog and stuff as well. So this can actually help reduce the brain damage and things that could lead to mental decline, right? Decreased brain cognitive functioning. Also things like Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, dementia. Those are big, big problems with us right now. So it's nice to know that at one piece of that level, we're able to help support that, right? So the catechins, I never say that one right, those specific other little enzymes in this green tea extract have also been known to prevent and treat several different skin conditions as well. You guys know my brain moves faster than my mouth wants to, which are all things we discussed at the beginning, right? The liver, insulin, glucagon. We'll get to the menstrual stuff in women as well. Gallbladder, heart disease, I mean, skin, all these things are help supported and can be triggered also by this particular variant. Next would be broccoli sprout extract. Okay, so broccoli sprout, Craig's preoccupied right now. So broccoli sprout, thank you. Broccoli sprout extract sometimes is one of those powerful world changers when it comes in these little teeny tiny packages, right? Something that can influence and impact how we feel, what we take in just a little teeny tiny package of broccoli, believe it or not. So when your mother said, eat your broccoli, she was doing you some good, I promise. Might not taste the best, but luckily we take the extract, we powder it and put it in your formula so you don't have to eat it as much, although you should still incorporate it in your diet. Broccoli sprouts are actually a precursor to our mature broccoli, which is what you see here in this picture. Okay, so, you know, up until the last couple of decades, vegetable sprouts were actually given little to no attention when it came to this nutritional standpoint, right? And they actually found out in 1997, I believe, there was actually a piece in the New York Times, and that changed it all. That actually changed the perspective. It made the general public aware that these incredible, what we call cancer-fighting compounds were found in broccoli sprouts. So these components of this broccoli sprout extract seem to activate these other different enzymes in our body, and they are the ones that are responsible for transforming and or removing these kind of xenobiotics, right, or these disease-causing compounds in our body. So some sources actually describe this process as what we call host defense mechanism, and causes our body to employ what we call our natural disease fighting power, which is what we want, right? Disease fighting. We want to be powerhouses. We talk about that all the time. This is one of the components to help us do so. Okay, so sulforaphane, which is actually highly concentrated in broccoli sprout extract, actually inhibits the function of what we call phase 1 enzymes, right? So we talk about phase 1 and phase 2 detox here. These are pro-carcinogens, right? So they activate these pro-carcinogens in our body. These are substances that actually are metabolized or, you know, in the body into carcinogens, which is what we don't want. So it goes after these things and attacks them and eats them, as we say, in detoxification, and gets rid of them. Helps break these things down. Then it induces what we call phase 2 detoxer enzymes that actually help our body detoxify potential carcinogens and other disease-causing compounds, right? So it actually helps with that metabolism of being able to get rid of these carcinogens, come out with these inhibitors, these things that go after these guys and help break them down and rid them through the body, right, to detox from them. So believe it or not, broccoli sprout extract actually has a lot of potential power when it comes to being able to help our body detoxify from not only phase 1, but also phase 2 in our detoxification pathway. So not only ridding industrial carcinogens, but also all those daily pollutants and toxins that I talked about that we're exposed to. Next, burdock root extract. So what if I told you that a certain plant's roots, the roots of a certain plant, could actually detoxify your blood, your lymphatic system, and your skin? Would that interest you a little bit to know that it's that powerful? Absolutely. So then we should discuss and talk about, and you should know about burdock root, right? So this root has actually been valued across many different continents for many different thousands and thousands of years. All these herbs are not brand new, guys. These have been studied, researched, and used in all different types and forms of ancient medicine and modern science, right? Which is great to know. And it's been studied for years for its ability to actually purify the blood and cool internal heat. Internal heat is inflammation, right? So when we talk about Oriental medicine and we talk about the difference in yin yang, hot, cold, things like that, internal heat causes inflammation and chronic disease. This has been known in studies, this particular root, to actually cool that internal heat or that inflammation and purify the blood. How cool is that? So that happens, internally and externally. It also has this potent anti-inflammatory effect, an antibacterial effect as well, on the human body, of course, but also been known in animal studies as well. So burdock root actually helps induce lymphatic drainage. So it helps our lymph nodes and our lymph system drain to help get rid of these bacterial or bacterious substances as well, and actually helps with detoxification. That's huge. Purifies the blood, helps with the lymphatic system. I mean, you hear it, but you know, when you read it and you learn about these things, you're just mind blown sometimes. Even me going back and looking more at this stuff, I love refreshing my memory on how important these things are. So because it's a natural blood cleanser, right? These are all natural products. It has this wonderful effect also on the lymphatic system. So it really does help support that. It helps support different things in the body like acne. As we know, skin's the largest organ in the body. Acne, eczema, psoriasis. It's known to actually calm and heal these common skin issues because they're hot, right? These conditions are hot conditions. So since it's cooling this internal heat and inflammation, it's going to help support these hot type of conditions such as psoriasis, eczema, acne, those kind of things. Really cool, right? Really cool compound. So consumption of this burdock root has also been known to help people with skin issues because of its blood cleansing and internal cooling abilities, right? We notify herbs in Oriental medicine on their hot and cold, bitter, sour, sweet, or we look at them that extensively to see how they're actually going to affect the body. This one is very cooling. Okay, so scientific studies, we're also always talk science here, even showed that burdock root extract can actually improve the clinical signs of aging skin, younger skin, right? And that's what we want when we gracefully age, okay? Next, kale powder. We all have heard of the health benefits of kale. Everybody knows that kale is good for us for the most part. I think it is all the part. There are probably some contradictions out there, but I don't think that they, I haven't seen them recently. We're always something like butter's bad for you, butter's good for you. There's always something, right? But some of us love to eat kale, and some of us not so much. I'm on the fence, right? I mean, I like it, but I have to add stuff to it to make it enjoyable. It's not one of my favorites. Kale chips, there's many different ways to make and eat kale, or we get to put it in your nutrition, which is even better. So those of you who don't like to eat it, we can always grind it up and put it into capsules for you to take, which is awesome. It's very, very, very rich, this kale, in vitamins such as K, A, and C, has a lot of other vital nutrients. Health benefits of kale include things like, we know, detoxification, obviously, that's what we're talking about. This is a detoxification herb. Heart support, healthy heart support, cancer prevention and support, of course, and many other things. Yes, we use that C word only because it's been noted in research, and that's why we talk about it. So it helps support kind of this healthy detoxification system in our bodies. It helps with liver, healthy liver function. The liver likes green, so anything green, it's going to help the liver in a very supportive way do its functioning. Helps with eyes and skin too, believe it or not, because it's got all those essential and vital nutrients in it. It is a cruciferous vegetable, as we call it, right? So the cruciferous vegetables are powerhouses when it comes to helping support kind of these healthy cells and our DNA, which is great. We're talking about DNA here, right? So some rich, kale is also, a rich source of antioxidants and phytonutrients. Okay, so this is for that glowing, healthy, young-looking skin, which Craig has. He's got glowing, healthy skin, even though he's 30 years old today. So these things, of course, all this stuff goes hand in hand with this natural anti-inflammatory potency that kale has. Kale's a marvelous antioxidant food. One of the 3 main antioxidant vitamins in the entire world. One of the 3 main antioxidants in the entire world. I just want to say that once again. Okay, kale is particularly rich, as we know, in C, beta carotene, which is the precursor to vitamin A, which we know is great for our eyes as well. It's important because these antioxidants are known to what we call counteract the damage caused by free radicals and oxidative stress. And one of the top, of course, benefits of kale is that it is a natural detoxifier. So not only does it help remove toxins, it also helps eliminate them through the body. So it helps break them down, get rid of them, and then eliminate them as well. We don't want toxins sticking around in our systems, right? So like all cancer-fighting foods that have been noted in research that are cruciferous vegetables, of course, kale has been known to help, I'm going to say this because it's been in a study, help stop cancer in its tracks. Studies have shown more than 70% of all research conducted on cruciferous vegetables, more than 70%, has been found they protect against cancer. So of course, I'm just saying this because it's been noted in research. Next, so powerful one, right? All powerhouses. We want powerhouses. We want them. We want to be powerhouses. Artichoke leaf extract. I might have had a little too much caffeine today, guys. Artichoke leaf powder, I'm sorry, not extract. Artichoke leaf powder is what we use here in this product. They're commonly thought of as vegetables, but artichokes are actually a flower bud, believe it or not. Isn't that beautiful? Look how pretty it looks, little flower bud. It's a famous relative, right? It's one of the famous relatives of milk thistle. So it's a relative of one of the products that's in your product. Awesome. We put them together and they're even more powerful. It stimulates bile flow, which we talked about, helps carry toxins from our liver out of our body. That's what we need. We need to get them out. We can't just break them down and leave them there. We got to get them out. And believe it or not, artichokes are one of the top vegetables, another one of the top ones in terms of antioxidant content. Get out now. Exactly, Jonathan. I like that. Get out. Not to mention artichokes are also a great nutritional supplementation and highly condensed of vitamin C's, vitamin A's, and many others. So vitamin C is a very big component when it comes to getting things out of our system, fighting free radicals, oxidative stress, and high antioxidants. It also has a lot of high fiber in it, right? So fiber, which helps us get stuff out, of course. Now that I've got that on the brain, sorry, I'll move on. It actually has a strong tie, artichoke does, to preventing certain serious conditions, things like heart disease, cancer, also has some positive effects on liver and digestive issues. There's your digestive stuff. I said poop to a patient the other day and they giggled, but you know what? It's true. We have to get the stuff out and that's one way that it happens. Some noteworthy artichoke health benefits that we see in research, things like helping prevent cancer. Again, this is a big one for this gene, right? Help manage weight. Another good thing, if we're full of toxins, it's hard to lose weight when our cells are full of crap. Control blood sugar, help with diabetes. Another way that helps us lose weight, because diabetes, especially type 2, can help put on the pounds, as insulin is stored in our fat cells. Plus, they have this ability to kind of provide a good source of things like nutrients, fiber, vitamins, minerals, things like that. So artichokes are very heavily condensed. They actually may even help our liver cells regenerate. How cool is that? In 2018, they actually found this study that artichoke extract supplementation increases antioxidant status or levels within our liver, including levels of, are you ready for this? Here's a tie, superoxide dismutase, SOD2, another SNP that we look at that has to do with it, right? And also glutathione, which is our master antioxidant in our body. So that's important to know. Artichokes antioxidants, that's what it is, actually have positive effects on our digestive tract as well. So immune system, skin heals better, even if it's burned or damaged, they say, through this. When it comes in contact with these certain toxins and pollutants, this is one that we can help regenerate new healthy liver cells and get these stuff out of our bodies. I think I have one more, guys. Yes, one more. Okay, Sichandra berry powder. Want to have more energy, right? Want to have better digestion, want to have skin that's resilient and to the signs of aging, then you're going to want to know about this berry. So this is a very medicinal berry that's used, especially in traditional Chinese medicine, which Craig put the picture of, for thousands and thousands of years, known for boosting its liver functions, helping with adrenal functions as well, which we know are on top of our kidneys, helps with our cortisol levels and things like that. It helps prevent adrenal fatigue. That's a big thing, right? It goes even further than that. It's most known not only for boosting its liver functions, but also and adrenal functions, but also helping as a powerful brain toxin or tonic. I'm sorry, not toxin, helps get rid of brain toxins and is a brain tonic. So it helps improve things like focus, which obviously I need right now, concentration, memory, and mental energy and stimulation, right? We always want to be sharp and crisp and clear, at least I do, that's for sure. It also helps with things like digestion, hormonal balance, which is huge, right? Nourishing the skin. It's a very complex herb, and there's a lot of different mechanisms that this thing kind of works with, and different acts that it does within our body that actually can affect our central nervous system. It can affect our sympathetic nervous system, in our endocrine system, our immune system, our respiratory, our circulatory, our cardiovascular, our gastrointestinal. That's how many things that each one of these little individual ingredients help support, which is good because we need that for this particular variant or SNP. Research actually shows that this particular berry helps stall process of oxidative stress, which contributes to nearly every disease there is and results in the loss of healthy cells, healthy tissue, and healthy organs. We do have one more, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Go to cola extract. Got you. I never say that one correctly. Anyway, it has a lot of different nutrients in here as well, with a lot of different medicinal properties. I'm so sorry I have to go through this pretty quick. Things like B vitamins, vitamin C, lots of phytonutrients such as flavonoids and polyphenols, great antioxidants again, beneficial compounds, help prevent damage to our cells, help ward off disease. One of the most well-known benefits of this particular herb is to help improve and sharpen memory, which is good. So certain studies have actually been published, especially the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease revealed that this particular herb may actually improve memory at the molecular level by actually enhancing the activity of this certain pathway that is associated with long-term memory function. That's huge. So that's great to know. It also helps with the skin. Of course, it helps with the liver. We want to make sure that it enhances antioxidant activity in the body. It reduces inflammation. It aids in the treatment of inflammatory type conditions and disorders. One more thing about this that's noteworthy, and then we'll move on because we're wrapping up. I'm so sorry if I'm taking extra of your time, but this is a big SNP with lots of ingredients. In 2008, I know that's dating back, but I like the old stuff too. It actually was known to treat human breast cells with the growth of cancer. So tell me about that. It was only one study, but it was quite noteworthy that it actually helped treat human breast cells that it successfully blocked things like the growth of induced cancer cells and even cancer cell death, which is great. So with all these ingredients, this is obviously a very important SNP. You can see why we want to make sure that we support that EPHX1 variant if we have it heterozygous or homozygous for your overall health and wellness. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year. I'm so sorry I went over, but there was a lot of things. That's right. If you want to be a powerhouse, take your nutrition and kick more ass, especially during this holiday season. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. And I won't see you guys back until the 8th of January. So please, please, please continue to take your nutrition. Give the gift of health. Give the gift. Wealth is health. Health is wealth. It all combines together. Be healthy. Be wealthy. Be wise, take your stuff, and yeah, Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys. Sorry.
Woohoo! We love you, Dr. Jen. Thank you very much for all the incredible education. Thank you. And again, a very Merry Christmas. We will see you after the new year. Everybody keep taking your custom nutrition. And again, a big thank you to Dr. Jen Myers. Everybody have a beautiful day. With science, elastic tubes and pots.